One of the biggest questions I get on a day-to-day basis from a lot of our viewers is why Idaho? What makes people come to Idaho? What is the best part about Idaho? What is the best thing? Why do people stay in Idaho? Where the heck is Idaho? These are a lot of questions I actually get from a lot of people. So today we're going to be talking about what the best part about living in Idaho is, what it has to offer you, and why you are probably looking at this video right now to confirm why Idaho is in fact an amazing place to live. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you guys press the subscribe button or just press the notification bell at the top of the screen so you can get notified when we have more amazing videos just like this. And guys, today I'm going to be breaking bread with you guys. I'm going to be very blunt about what the best part of living in Idaho is and some of the worst things too, because here's the truth. A lot of people need some real transparency. Not enough people come on here and are blunt. They're just trying to sell something. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break it down for you guys as far as some of the best reasons of living in Idaho and a few things that I personally am not a fan of and have found that other people are also not a fan of. And that way I can help you make an educated decision on if Idaho is the best place for you. So to kick it off, guys, and this is me just being blunt once again, one of the best things about Idaho is the people. Guys, there is a reason why Idaho is one of the lowest ranking states when it comes to crime, when it comes to murders, when it comes to rape, when it comes to all those horrible things that you guys don't think about or maybe haven't really thought about, or maybe you have families and you do think about this stuff and you need to be in a safe area. Idaho is built for you to come here and just have a relaxing life. I don't know how many times I've told this story, but it was almost really weird when I moved to Idaho and everyone was so nice to me. Now, mind you, I did move here quite a few years ago, and maybe at one point of time, Idaho may have been a bit racist. However, overall, as time has gone by, I've seen the diversity change. I've seen a lot of things change in the state of Idaho, to include the fact that people are not rude here. People are not flipping you off when you're driving around in traffic. People are not out here gang banging like you're in Los Angeles. It's just not that type of environment in the state of Idaho, and I cannot beat this down enough. But overall, when you move here, you just don't have to look over your shoulders. You have a lot of peace, and when you see the news and you're watching things, it's really hard to come across somewhere where it's like someone was murdered or gang affiliated, drug deal or anything of that nature. It just doesn't happen. And that is going to be one of the biggest reasons why it is amazing and best parts of living in Idaho is that you can live without any worry. Now, mind you, freak accidents happen. You may never know who the wrong person to piss off may be, but that's just not going to be as common out here in Idaho. The next best part about living in Idaho is going to be the outdoor recreation. Guys, you can literally walk anywhere, you can hike anywhere, you can go fishing, you can go skiing, you can go snowboarding, you can do so many things outside that a lot of people tend to be outside, even though I'm wearing this big warm sweater right now because it's freezing. Did I mention that it has 4-season weather? I'm probably going to get to that later. But overall, when it comes to outdoor recreation, guys, you can literally go and do anything that you can possibly think of. If you're a golfer, you can go do that. If you're a hiker, you can go do that. If you're someone that likes to go travel down mountains and up mountains and camp out there for weeks and never hear from anybody, you can do that. Really, it just depends on what you like to do, but those are some of the best things about Idaho. Now, I did mention it has 4-season weather, so guess what another good part for some of you may be that I believe is a double-edged sword because it's a plus and a negative. You can do winter things, you can do summer things, you can do things in the spring, you can do things in the fall. You get all types of seasons where you can enjoy all types of activities outside. A lot of people that live in Idaho, they are not homebodies. And mind you, please ignore me because I'm going to keep my hands in my pocket. But overall, guys, the people that live here are always outdoors doing something, whether it's an outdoor activity or getting into the community, which is going to be another amazing part about living in Idaho. Now, the community here in at least the Boise area and surrounding areas is just unbeat. You guys have so many events throughout the year. You have wiener dog conventions I've mentioned. You have hot air balloon events. You have your Christmas events. You have your Thanksgiving events. You have your holiday events. 4th of July is absolutely stunning. They do fireworks all over the place. You can watch the sky and just see it get lit up. Guys, there's so much that they do in the state of Idaho as far as a community that it also feels like it has a sense of community. So it's just another addition to some of the best things about living in Idaho. Now, another thing I'm going to add in is that it is extremely affordable in Idaho. And before I talk about that, I do want to mention that on the screen, you're going to see my personal cell phone number. Yes, my personal cell phone. You can literally call me, you can literally text me and have direct access to me, not anybody else. And you can also email me. I am the one that answers all phone calls, text messages, emails, else. And I am a licensed real estate agent. And as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would also love to help you with your home buying needs because I care. So talking about this, affordability is something that is real in Idaho, whether it's utilities, whether it's taxes, whether it's making more money because the income is a little higher, whatever it is, as far as affordability, it's just a lot better in Idaho, especially in the Northwest. Idaho is the most affordable state in the Northwest to live in. Now, mind you, maybe it comes at the cost of not having a beach. Maybe it comes at the cost of living in the cold every now and then, but overall, as far as utilities, taxes, even housing is more affordable in the state of Idaho, especially if you're comparing it to somewhere, maybe you're coming from California. God knows that California is expensive for absolutely no reason outside of having a beach, which we don't have, as I mentioned. You also have other states that it's a lot more affordable to live as far as housing goes, which like Washington, it's a lot more affordable here. Or maybe comparing it against Colorado, a lot more affordable here. Florida, it's a lot more affordable here. Atlanta, Georgia, a lot of those areas, and I know typically, you know, eastern states do tend to be a little cheaper, but it's also because they get hit with a lot of hurricanes, which is not something you have to worry about here. So as far as affordability goes, it has some amazing houses, whether you're looking for luxury, condos, townhouses, whatever it is you're looking for. And I would love to show you some houses. So let's check out some houses. So that's kind of what some of the houses look like. And real estate in Idaho is generally amazing, whether you're looking in Boise and you want to live near downtown, or maybe you want to live on some land with some acreage and be away from everybody and their mother, just not have to deal with people at all. You can find all of that in the state of Idaho, which is just another amazing part about living in Idaho. So I know I gave you guys a lot of the good. So maybe one of the bad things is a lot of people are starting to notice that with people relocating here, there's starting to become more traffic. So as far as traffic goes, we're not talking about you're going to be sitting in Los Angeles traffic where it's an hour long. As you see in this whole video, you've probably seen 1 or 2 cars drive by, maybe 5 if you're really counting. So feel free to review the whole video and let me know in the comments how many cars have driven by. And of course, as I say, another car drives by. But overall, there's not a lot of traffic, but it's something that people have noticed is getting a little worse, right? Which is going to come over time, especially as people understand that Idaho is a place to live. And then another thing that I would say that Idaho does typically get a little bit of a slap on the wrist on is going to be that the education isn't ranked the highest. However, it's simply due to the fact that they don't spend as much on students, but they still have many options, whether you're looking at private schools or charter schools or religious schools. Whatever you're looking for, Idaho does have it. So overall, those are probably the 2 biggest complaints that I've seen, but usually most people don't complain about the education system, nor do they really complain about traffic quite often. It's just every now and then between, 5 to 6 p.m. you do get those people that are like, God, I wish traffic was a little better. So There again, I think I keep literally jinxing it. Another car drove by. So those are kind of the best parts about living in Idaho, and those are what I wanted to share with you guys. Once again, I am going to reiterate, I am a licensed real estate agent here. Reach out to me so I can make your transition to the state of Idaho as smooth as possible. Once again, call me, text me, or email me. And if you didn't already, make sure you guys press the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen, and more importantly, press the bell at the top of the screen so you can get notified when more amazing videos just like this drop. As always, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for watching our videos. I will see you on the next one.